Disclaimer: Tiff, the Punisher. The views and opinions expressed in this episode of Tiff and the Punisher are those of the hosts and guests solely and do not constitute legal advice, medical advice, or professional counsel of any kind. This content is produced for educational, informational, and advocacy purposes only. Viewers should consult their own licensed attorney for advice specific to their situation. Nothing in this video constitutes a threat, call to violence, harassment, intimidation, or any form of harm directed at any judge, prosecutor, police officer, CPS, DCS worker, government official, or private individual. We do not advocate, encourage, or condone violence, threats, or illegal acts of any kind. All commentary is protected political speech and criticism of government policy and practices under the First Amendment. Any references to public records, court filings, news reports, or personal experiences are presented as commentary and opinion. Names, case details, and events discussed are drawn from publicly available information or the speaker's own experiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Content may address sensitive topics, including child welfare, government overreach, and family separation. Copyright 2026, Tiff N. The Punisher. All rights.
Tiff and the Punisher podcast, fighting CPS with their bare mouths, have added a Tuesday night edition, The Stipulation Nation. The CPS tyrant take down the nerd from nowhere, the attitude with the truth to back it up, Becca Garrison. This should make for an amazing lineup of attitude, pizzazz, fun, and downright CPS stomp down. They can't run forever, and when they stop, this posse will be right on their heels. No more kids for cash, and we are kicking some ass. Join us Tuesdays to stipulate with Becca.
They are taking our kids every day. A child a minute, no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up, everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallets. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You will no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff! Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She's tired of our kids being taken. God damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up by Tiff Tack. Together we are stronger than we need. We will will tear down CPS with hot speed. We will do so much being together. The birds of a feather flock together. So watch out, CPS, here we come. Picking you off one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. Your judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher Warrior. And we cry out to all you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. Our children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping.
What's up, Tiff?
Oh, let me tell you, there's two things today, right? Like, I was yelling earlier, but it wasn't at you. I was just yelling earlier, right? So then
Well,
I
that's
got
good. It
my
wasn't
shit
me.
together. No, it wasn't at you, but I was yelling. You know, we were on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And then our song, right? Like, people
Mhm.
have no clue that when I tell you I'm coming, they really should take that as a warning, because our song, and I told you that's my ringtone. I mean, it went off in the courtroom or at the courthouse quite a few times. I meant what I said. And it just fuels me even more, right? Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. Like right now, look, I only got 3 hours sleep because I was up almost all night because the baby was sick. So I'm like
You need
running
a Red
on
Bull.
caffeine. No, I don't drink Red Bulls. So I'm drinking like coffee and Dr. Pepper so I could do the
Jet
show
black
tonight.
coffee.
Ew, no, what?
You didn't want to
Ooh.
be. You didn't want to have a narcolepsy fit. Be like me.
Oh, that shit is so bitter without cream and sugar. No. Now I
Come
like
on,
to smell
that's the
coffee.
jailhouse. That's the jailhouse way.
Right. Like, I can't explain how I'm feeling right now, right? Like that song, when I was here listening to that song, I really should have played it before I called you. Our
Yeah.
song gives me
Energy.
so much more energy and more sometimes, right? Like I don't know if you do this, but certain songs that I listen to, right, will get me like, yeah, like I'm a WWF player, right? Like I'm gonna start body slamming the furniture.
Don't do that. You throw a hip or something.
Oh God, I would probably break every bone in my body as old as I am. But what I'm saying is, because I'm so old, what I'm saying is, I want people. I swear to God, there's a ghost in my room. This second time, this bag just fell over for no reason. But anyway, I want
sure there's a
people
little
to
hairy
find
being walking
some.
around.
Yeah, I want people to find something that lights a fire under their ass like I do, right? Because I'm telling you, you need to start standing up to these people, and you need to show these people who you really are. And who you are is not a coward, okay? You do have a backbone. You just have to find it. You have to start taking control of your life, because the Fourth Amendment is very clear. You have a right to privacy. You also have, under the Declaration of Human Rights, you have a right to be who you are. So stop letting these people tell you who you are. because I personally refuse to let anybody ruin my character or attack my character or ruin my reputation. My reputation and my character is all I have, right? And I'm not going to let anybody take that from me. I don't care who you are. Okay, with that, you go ahead. I'm so sorry. Tonight was my rant.
No, that's good. That's good. No, hey, you do what you got to do. You say what you got to say. Sounds like you got something going on, but I don't know. Yeah, don't let them, if they happen to be, meaning they as any one of these government officials, hold your ground. You got to let them know that you mean business. Don't be a pushover to them. Don't let them Jew. Oh, Jesus. You know what? Here's funny. Becca, look at this one. Harley Sand Hose. Shut up, Jew. Well, first of all, here's another idiot because we don't have any Jews on the show. Second of all,
let me hold on.
Okay, handle it.
Okay. First of all, I'm not a Jew. I'm Greek. So let's get that straight. And if you don't like what the fuck we talk about, carry your fucking ass to another channel. Because Becca, get rid of jerk off.
Harley and Hose.
Yeah, Harley and Hose.
I'm sure he's got an arrest warrant that we can fucking seek out on him.
Sure. We'll find out who he is.
Let's call up our man. Let's call him up and let's send him out to the Harley and Whore man.
Yep.
He's blocked. Right now. He's gone.
I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna tell him to look who it is.
Yeah, Harley and Hose. Anyway, I don't usually care what people say in the chat, but when they when they make slanders like that, fuck you, and we will get you handled, Mr. Man. So grow the third eye because you're gonna need it.
Yep.
Anyway, so don't let these people stand up on you. Don't let them take your rights away from you. Don't let them do any of that stuff because it's ridiculous. They can't do it, and we've been letting them get away with it way too long. I don't. We all just need to come together and make that our thing. Make that thing. Just no, you're not taking my kid. No, you're not going to do this. No, you don't have the right to do that. No, I'm not going to. What's the word?
I'm not going to be your little bitch. That's what you need to say.
Yeah, I'm not good. Well, yeah, but the way that you would say it as a regular person, I'm not contracting with you. I don't. None of that. You don't fall into them because what they want to do is suck you into their jurisdiction. That's exactly what they want to do. They want you to get into their jurisdiction by suckering you in, by making you sign a safety plan, for instance. Those are all voluntary. They're all voluntary, and they're just not supposed to have them. Oh, there's Becca. I'm going to do this right now just because if there is anybody out there that is Jewish, I don't understand why we would do this. It doesn't take them off of there. I'm going to just pop this up real quick, guys. Sorry if your comments are up there. Matt, Chris Bratton, I got good news. I got the police report on our case. That's awesome. Erica, as always, you rock. Hello. There we go.
You didn't say good news. You said good.
Oh, all right. Well, we got the news. Whatever. You know what I meant. Who has the power to sign up a child for school? The foster parents or the bio parents?
Well, it depends. If they're in state custody, the state. Yeah, I do. If they're in custody, the foster parents do because technically they're under state care. But you're still entitled to have school records, medical records. As long as you have not been TPR'd, you are still under the law allowed to have access to that stuff. So don't let them tell you that you can't.
You don't, right? Or that you don't. You're supposed to be involved with all of the educational and medical and all of those selections when your kid's in foster care, and reunification is still the goal. So those are all supposed to be things that you are not only involved in, but you do have a say in them as well. But today's Today's Tuesday. Oh, go ahead, Tiff.
Speaking of that, did you see that Trump signed an executive order immediately for those MMR shots?
Oh boy, really?
Yeah. Well, he signed it, I think, yesterday, or it was this week.
What did
Because
what did it say then?
the measles, mumps, and rubella, he wants them split up into 5 different times because they're injecting too much into our kids, is pretty much what he said. And they don't, so he's redoing the whole schedule for shots. Of course, there's pushback from the peds doctors. They're saying, oh, he can't do that, he can't do this, and autism is not caused by vaccines. But there's no proof that it is, supposedly, and there's no proof that it's not. So I guess you're going to have to meet in the middle. Yes, could they possibly give kids autism? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that will say that. Here, let's take a look here. This is what you're talking about right here. Yeah, let me turn it up here. Sorry, guys. Volume here. I wasn't expecting that asshole to come out with a juke on it.
Vaccine recommendation. Okay, that's a big one in my book. Effective immediately, my administration is recognizing gold standard childhood vaccine recommendations for only 11 core vaccinations against the most serious and dangerous diseases, along with the MMR, which hopefully will be split up. You have the MMR, we want it in 3 separate vaccinations, given at separate times. Parents can still choose to give their children all of the vaccinations if they wish. It's up to the parents who are making recommendations, and it's strong, but it's up to the parents if they wish, and they will be covered by insurance. However, this updated recommendation finally aligns the United States with other advanced and developed nations around the world. More importantly, it aligns us with common sense and knowledge. So we're reducing them. We're changing it to visits over a period of a year and a half, so they get 20% of what they would have gotten in one big shot. A big shot like the size of a large glass of something. This announcement is a major victory for parents' rights, for religious and constitutional rights, and for the gold standard science, and we will continue to do the research and update the recommendations as we learn more, and I think you're going to see some amazing results of breaking it up.
Oh, did he say parental rights? Oh, and did he say the Constitution? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He sure did. Which I find is funny.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
But he even said, he said common sense, but I think he forgets that common sense is no longer common.
Or the norm.
Eric says no TPR yet. Still, the foster parents signed them up and told me that the school district is supposed to call, but yet no call. Okay, well, Erica, you need to call your social worker and tell them you want to know what the hell is going on, because that is your child still. That is not
Mm-hmm.
right that they do that. My lady right here, Angel Advocacy, biological birth parents generally keep their FERPA rights even after the child is removed from the home and placed in CPS foster care custody. They can still request and access the child's education.
Mm-hmm.
I had a nice talk with her today, with Charlene today. We had a good talk. I think her phone died, and that's when it ended. But then she didn't try to call me back, so I assumed that maybe she was done with our call.
She got tired of listening to talk.
Charlene can vouch for I was not sleeping all day. So
I didn't say you were sleeping, Darren. I never said that.
And
if you were, so what?
Exactly. Because believe me.
Because I'll tell you what, I'm going to sleep when I sleep.
Yeah, I wish I could have slept.
Narcolepsy is a damn thing. I would be in the middle of an important dinner, and I'm just, see you later.
God,
It's time to go down.
As long as there's no mashed potatoes and your face doesn't fall in them, that would be hilarious.
They have
Darren. I
saved
think
me.
I
They
would
have
even have
saved
to
me.
laugh.
They have saved me multiple yogurt. I mean, yogurt is terrible. I'll wake up and I get it just piled on my face. It's terrible.
I watched that the other night. It was quite funny.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
terrible.
God.
They gave me the list of school supplies because I requested it so I can get her stuff, and they only gave me the name of the school.
Wow.
So,
Plan for a
yeah,
roundtable for. What's that say?
Yeah,
for...
that's Charlene. We were planning for a roundtable for 5647. That's their bill that they're working on. Oh, you know who's in the hot seat right now? Oh, I got a video today from somebody.
Stand with Meg?
We don't. No. Wait, hold on. Someone sent me this today. And it's a 3-part series.
Oh shoot!
And this is gonna kick you guys' rocks off right here. I guarantee you this. Because you know just as well as I do what the truth is, and it is. Let me see. Where is it? Part one. Where are you? La di da di. We like to party. Let's see. All right, so check this out. This is some CPS advocate news right here. Let's see here. Let's share this.
It's a fake advocate. It can't be an advocate.
Yeah, you're right. Fair enough. Let's see. Let me just bring it up a little bit here.
Oh, Francesca.
Oh, this is what she was just talking about right here. This is fun.
Francesca Amato here, and I want to talk to you about this bill. This is a bill created by Connie Reguli. Many of you follow her because you think that she's an attorney that's fighting for the system. Well, she's a liar, and I'm the first person to say so. I've had a lot of dealings with her in the past. My first time having a congressional hearing room many years ago, where she just showed up uninvited, trying to destroy my work. Kathy Arthur, her sidekick, who the second time I went down there, when we had the government shutdown, when I was presenting the FJAA, and we had over 250 families during a government shutdown, and had to get a huge library room in order to do our presentation because of the government shutdown, so we didn't have our congressional hearing room. Kathy did a bait. Oh, you have no idea what that woman did. Let's not even get into it. Let's not even get into it because it's so crazy. Anyway, you have to remember that these are the people that wrote the Family First Act. Sounds great. Family First. Oh my God, sounds great. They're the reason there are ghost children. They're the reason foster care is a multi-quadrillion-dollar industry. Okay, and they try to prey on people like you who don't have your children, and it's despicable. This act right here sounds good. Well, you know what they want to do? They want to regulate advocates like myself. I'm a private business. I sacrificed my life for almost 19 years, 18 and a half to be exact. Okay, fighting for families. I'm the author of Family Justice and Accountability.
Whoa, what did she say? What did she say there? Did you hear
She's
that?
a liar and a fraud. Oh, is that what she said?
I think so. I think
of Family Justice and Accountability. I've had major doors open.
She's the author.
19 years, 18 and a half to be exact. Okay, fighting for families. I'm the author of Family Justice
She said she's the first person to call Connie Reguli out.
Alongside
definitely
Robert
not.
Kennedy Jr.
Yeah, well, you know who
multiple
really
bipartisan
wrote that
support.
bill, right?
Well, yeah, you.
Right. So there's a big ass
The author of
violation.
Family Justice and Accountability. I've had major doors open alongside Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and multiple bipartisan support from both sides. And because of Dale Richardson and the Karis Project and his wonderful daughter, we have had, and all of our amazing volunteers across the country, we didn't get a bill number. Okay, God took us a whole different route because we're doing so many amazing things. Like in other words, turning the carpet upside down and getting underneath all the evil and the corruption that's actually happening. That's why I'm in Washington D.C. 3-4 times a month on my own dime, not asking for donations, just down there, sacrificing my life. This bill right here is going to regulate advocates. You do not want to be regulated by the court system. FJAA takes it down and gives you recompense, and we're not making new rules or new laws, okay? We're enforcing the ones we already have, the Constitution, the Articles of Human Rights, and the ADA. Please watch out for these people. I beg you. That's why I do a free Zoom every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's here in description, or you can even work with me, and I will help you in your cases. We win cases. We win children home. We make sure they're not taken. There's a huge difference than these fake bills. You see, these Congress members, they will put a bill number on anything as quick as possible because it keeps the system going. That's why we are battled so hard. This is why I'm fought so hard, because I'm as close as you're going to get to abolishing the system, but giving back recompense and making sure that the court is an actual court, being treated and running the way it should have been running all along. That's why we give you a whole entire history on why this happened, how this happened, and the fact that it is the child trafficking industry. This new bill infuriates me because it's completely diabolic and wrong. Please get educated. Francesca Mono.
I think she needs to be educated.
Mm.
That's the only person needing some education.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because she don't know her ass from a hole in the ground.
No, she...
Considering that, you know, my actual governor is the one that helped Bill Clinton write the, what is it? The Family Accountability Act. Come on now, guys. It was all put in. Yes, it's done by design.
Right. And here's the thing. This is what people don't get. And people start throwing their shit at Connie Raguli and everything. During that time period, there was over 700,000 kids in foster care. The incentives were given for them to put them into foster homes because there were so many kids in custody of DHS. They didn't know what to do with them. They had no places for them to go. So they incentivized the adoption to try to lower that number down, because they weren't pushing for adoption at the time. They were pushing for reunification. And at the time, they needed to get these numbers down because there was no overabundance of kids in foster care. Now, the problem is that they didn't redact that, you know, take that incentivize. Once they got the numbers down, they didn't take that away. So now it's lasted on, and it's turned into this whole, they're incentivized to, you know, adopt. That's the only thing that's wrong with that, is that should have been taken away, but we know how that works in the government. They're not, once they get money for something, they're not going to take it back. You know, they're going to continue to use it. So, I mean, that's that. So I hate it when people are like, oh, they did this with American Safe Families Act, or they did this with blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. If you look at the time and look at what they did exactly what they needed to do to get 700,000 kids out of foster care. And they did that because now the national average is 340,000. So that's 400,000 less kids that are in foster care now because of the incentivizing that they did to lower this stuff, you know. But now, obviously, the conspiracy people and all of this, we all use it as numbers, you know. Oh, look, they're incentivized. And they are now, because they do use it as part of their, you know, their salaries and all that stuff to adopt. And that's why I say, why not just change everything from adoption to incentivize? I mean, to reunify.
Yep. To reunification.
Right. It'll be, who was it that we had on that time that said that it wouldn't be that difficult to do that? Oh, Robert Garza. You know, like when I asked him that question, you know, and he showed us that the Act of 1973 or whatever it was, you know, where they did the similar thing, where they just changed the wording.
Well, why? We should have had V8s, right? We should all be running the government, because it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out that if you leave the children in homes and stop paying people that don't know these children to take care of them and give them money, why can't we take that same money and put it in the family?
Give it to parents.
Right? And save the family. Oh, why? Because if the child stays in the home, there's no federal funding.
Right. What did we figure out yesterday?
Oh, there is, but it's just not a lot.
Right. It's 25-1. So there's $25 spent on getting a child out of the home for every dollar that's spent for keeping the child in the home. And that's
just like those infographics I made. That's like those infographics I made. Like that, literally, like it's what, so many times, like like some states are literally like 30 times more that the state would spend on removal versus keeping them with the family.
And so they get 66,
like it's crazy.
Right. They get 66% back on the dollar for getting child support, collecting child support. You know, like all the things that are bad in the system are all drawn out by the money that they get, and it's awful. Like all they've got to do is just do reunification, change those words to reunification, and it turns the whole system around. You know,
well,
locally in my, I live like close to Dayton, Ohio, and like they just posted, there was a news article from my local news station last night that said that they were expanding foster care. They were looking to build a new foster home, and I was like, you know, why don't you just try reunification rather than, you know, building a new foster home, searching for foster parents? Like, why don't you essentially do that instead? Of course, I got like 700 likes on my freaking post because, well, you know, everybody was like, that's a good idea. Well, yeah, it is. I mean, literally, why don't you actually try to reunify these families?
Well,
rather than put them in adoption.
When we were talking about child support the other night, actually, if you go to, I believe it's I'm going to say it's the Attorney General or the governor. If you actually look at their budgets, do you know that they put child support collection in their budgets?
Yeah. 100%.
That's how
How
they
about,
come up with the state budget every year.
Yeah.
of course, that's the thing.
That and Title IV.
That's the thing that they're using these. This is the thing. This Title IV, the whole thing of Title IV will collapse the economic stance of the government and the United States, because there's so many people that depend on Title IV money. It's not just, at the top in what they're doing. That trickles down to doctors. That trickles down to real estate people. That trickles down to car rental
judges,
prices, to gas stations, to, you know what I mean? It trickles down the whole entire way. So to take that money away would be a huge economic disaster if they removed it. So that's why changing a word and keeping the money active would be seemingly so simple, or a much,
but it's not
much better, because the thing is that it's all written that way already. It already all says that for the first 15 out of 22 months, you get money to reunify. After 15 to 22 months come up, then it goes to permanency. And then after permanency, that short period of permanency time doesn't work, then it goes to adoption incentives. So that's the way. So if you guys want to know how long your case is going to take, there you go. Follow the money. The money will tell you how long your case is going to take, and hopefully something breaks in the system that makes it so you do get your kid back. And that's the only thing that
my attorney said. My attorney even told me when I had my CPS case that literally, he had never seen anybody get their kids back in less than a year. And he'd been doing it for like 25 years. And he was like, I've never seen anybody get their kids back in less than a year. And of course, I made his record because I got mine back in like 6-7 months or something like that. And he was like blown away that they actually let that funding go.
Well, I just got to say this. My daughter's attorney, he called me after her case was done because I made her appeal her case administratively. Now, this man has been practicing law and CPS cases for just about as long as I've been advocating. He called me personally to say, Miss Wise, I have never in the 30 plus years I've been doing CPS cases ever had an administrator overturn a finding of their own workers. I said, well, hey, guess what? You hang around me, you're going to be doing a lot of firsts of all kinds of shit with me. And guess what? Guess what? A lot of shit that he's going through is a lot of firsts. And guess who's tagging on his coattail? Oh, that would be Tiffany Wise.
Yeah. More people get the idea through their head that the first one to the courthouse wins. I mean, I think that's the best coattail that you can take off of Tiffany Wise's schedule of things. First one to the courthouse wins. Why more people don't use that, I have no idea.
Do your due diligence. That's another thing too.
Whether they don't realize it or not. They get your ass to the courthouse, find a guardian for that kid when they first take them. Find someone else to come and take that child so that CPS doesn't gain access to them.
Right.
Because that's the whole idea is if they get their hands on that kid, then you're in for a hell of a fight. If they can't get their grasps on that child, then it's going to be a tough little while, but you're going to be okay. But if they get their hands on it and they become the ones that are in control, well, then you're in for a real fight, and that's just it. You just.
Well, not only that, the minute these people show up at your door, you start inserting your constitutional rights, right? Because if you can't insert them later on down the road, because look this word up, the legal meaning of latches, like you latch something, right? You can't say, now, right? Like you're in a different court. Well, they violated my rights. Well, latches applies to that because if you do not insert them the very first time you encounter these people, it doesn't count later on. The minute they talk to you, you insert your rights, or you just do what I did and said, first of all, who is this again? Right? Because I thought I was being punked. And then, right? And then you say, we're coming to do a family assessment. I'm calling my lawyer. Call your fucking lawyer. If you can afford one, call a fucking lawyer. The Heritage Foundation.
And even if you can't, just tell them you're going to call your lawyer.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can still contact the lawyer, because guess what?
Yeah.
Anybody you talk to about your case is a lawyer they can't use as theirs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a conflict of interest.
That's right.
They don't like it. But I mean, we do. I mean, there are certain things in doing your due diligence as well. Like people would probably like lose their mind to know that they could have saved themselves and their kids and their case and from a case if they would have done due diligence. Like,
and what do you mean by that?
People don't understand. Because, like, okay, perfect example. I literally had my son. I took him to a psychologist appointment. The hospital said I didn't take him. Now, me being me, I called the the therapist office. I called the hospital. Like, I was like, what are you guys talking about? I took him. I have the papers to prove that I took him. And they were like, well, we didn't get any notification. They told us on three separate occasions. Do you know how many kids are taken because of situations like that? Like, that is a dangerous thing. And like, if I wouldn't have followed up with CPS and the psychologist office, that could have one piece of misinformation and false information could have led to the removal of my children.
Which goes
because
back,
I didn't do my due diligence.
Which goes back to what I've always said, right? You have to be your own advocate, because we don't know your case as well as you do, right?
Yep.
And not only that, you have to stay on top of all your shit. Trust me when I tell you this. You have to have your timeline, like Becca said. Your timeline has to be perfect. Then, when they don't reach back out to you, right? Like Becca reached out to them. I didn't reach out to them. No. You want to talk to me? You contact my lawyer.
No.
But here's the thing. You all need to be getting your case files. Because I'm telling you, the shit that they're talking about you have no clue till you get in a courtroom or you see your file.
Yep. Till you get in that court, till you go request it at the court level, because even your case file is different from CPS versus what's actually in the court record. Because I have papers that literally the court has or the court doesn't have that I have, and I'm sitting here like, what? Like, where's this file at? Like, this, I thought this was in the court record. Here I am thinking, oh, this is going to be held against me. No, it's not even there. It doesn't even exist. And I'm like, oh, well, it was a good thing that it wasn't in the record, but it was still like, I have a copy of it, but the court doesn't. Why? That was one of my things, was that why isn't that there? And those records can be so different. And like, we always talk about the narrative, like it's always CPS's narrative.
Yeah.
Well, I create my own narrative. I create a timeline every time something of that instance even happens or could possibly happen. Like, not even, that is the first thought that comes to my head immediately when I take them to a doctor or I, go to a counseling session. And that's scary, is the fact that you literally have to think that way.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't.
And here's the other thing.
You should feel safe in order to take them to the doctor.
Exactly, right? And this is the problem with, this is actually not a problem. This is the danger of mandated reporters. They don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay, let's just put it out there.
Nope.
They don't know.
Yeah, they don't.
When they make that call, when they go home at 5 o'clock and they're eating dinner with their family, they got somebody else has CPS at their door, destroying their family. Their family.
Yep, I made the psychologist highly aware, because, and the look on her face when I was like, do you not realize the damage that I said that could have resulted from this? I was like, from your simple report that I didn't take him, and the fact that the hospital didn't give you correct information, do you know what you could have done? Do you know what you're doing to families? I was like, essentially, and the look on her face, she was just like completely mortified at the fact, because I broke it down to her. I was like, I think that you need to rethink this before you continue to do that.
Yeah, and you know what?
Hey, Connie's in the house.
Oh, bring her in.
No, she's out. She's watching the show. She's on Facebook. So, hello, Connie.
And that's another point that I've been trying to make, right? These people literally have no clue what CPS does, right? They think, oh my God, they're saving the children. Or my favorite one is, well, whoever called CPS might just want to do a follow-up. First of all, it's not your job to guess. If there's documentation every fucking where, why is CPS being called? Right?
Yeah.
Like, everybody was notified, but you didn't get the memo. That's not my problem, right? Like, Becca, that was an internal problem, right? That wasn't your problem. You did what you were supposed to do.
No.
I did what I was supposed to do. But I promise you, when you get your closure letter, they're going to tell you you're going to be on their list for 3 fucking years.
I've yet to get mine, and I think my 30 days was up the 8th. So
well, make sure you demand it, and then you file that shit.
I will be contacting them with that closure letter.
And then you make sure you file that shit in circuit court so that you can have that shit purged. And you already know who called, but purged and unsealed due to malice, intention, and bad faith, because it's not your fault that they couldn't communicate.
Yep, I actually sent the hospital an intent to sue letter because I said, you know what, this is dangerous. That is dangerous. From your misinformation. That's all it was misinformation and lack of 3 professional offices to do their professional duty to communicate with each other. But that shouldn't be my problem.
That part.
Huh?
That part.
Yeah. And that shouldn't be my problem. But I did my due diligence because I trust no one. I trust no system in order to cover my ass. Because I wasn't going to get thrown under the bus for something I didn't do that I did do that they were saying I didn't.
Well, I can tell you this, and I promise you, as long as there's breath in my body, none of my grandchildren will ever go back to another public school. I promise you that. My children who are grown now are petrified that they are targets, and I've made their children targets. Thank God nobody knows what their names are, but it's not hard to find. If you do a search on me, it tells you who else, who's
associated with you.
Thank you. Who my associates are. So no, absolutely not. You will not target another part of my family. I promise you that.
The person I was talking to earlier was
100%. You should.
The person I was talking to earlier was telling me a story about the kids that she got home, and it was kind of funny, but it wasn't. But the kid was talking about she had misplaced her iPad or her tablet or whatever, and she was making a big deal about it. And then she was telling this person, she was like, "Well, if I can't find my tablet or my iPad, whatever it is, then how am I going to be able to tell you if they took me or if I've been taken yet?" And that's no way that is. And this person was 7 years old. And that's the way that their mentality is now, because they've been removed and they're so scared of it happening. You know, like they don't think about, oh, my parents are going to be mad or someone's going to be mad about the tablet being, how am I going to report or let anybody know that they took me? There's no way that a 7-year-old is supposed to think. It's not how a 7-year-old.
I mean, when they showed up here, my kids were like, that was their first question out their mouth was, "Mom, are they taking us again?" And I'm like, no, don't even worry about that. I was like, Mom's got this covered because Mom's, Mom documents everything. Mom keeps everything, everybody under her own microscope because I wasn't playing. I said, no, there, and that causes, immediately like regression too in kids because they immediately go back to, oh my God, am I going to be taken? Oh my God. Is this going to happen to me? No child wants to live in that total regress over and over again if they come back and for something stupid.
Well, not only that, it's not just the kids that they're re-traumatizing. It's the whole family, right?
Yeah, it's the parents.
Like, I'm sure, because I did this. Oh, you better not walk in my house and not lock a door behind you. You better not. Okay? Not why this shit's going on, because the
Right?
police tried to get in my house without a warrant the night they were here for my daughter. Right? They're shining lights all up in my shit. Thank God I'm married to a man who tints windows for a living, because that next day, those windows were tinted. Okay? Promise me. I promise you. I mean, when I tell you that my husband slapped that tint on them fucking windows with the quickness, you keep your doors locked. Right? And my husband's like, I wish you would calm down. I'm like, absolutely not. This is bullshit. The police already tried to get in here without a warrant. I stopped them. I marched them out of the driveway. And now we're going through this. When we do shit right, this is what burns my ass up. You can do every fucking thing right. Still end up with the CPS investigation, case plan, case assessment, whatever the fuck it is, and be proven to be right, like us. But you're going to keep us on a list for 3 fucking years? Y'all got shit fucked up. I'm telling you right now. You're not putting us on probation for a crime we never committed.
Yeah. Because, I mean, essentially that's what they're doing. And it's governmental control. I mean, that's how they control you. That's how they control your family. I mean, one more simple report on a 3, you're on this list for what, 3 years? One simple report. I mean, and it could be a false report. It could be your ex pissed off at you, and here they go again, and that's justified. And you can get the case record, I mean, essentially by requesting it, doing a Freedom of Information Act request. Well, that's federal, but whatever your state's is for your public request or for your records request. But I mean, you have to be specific. You can't it can't be overly broad, because then they'll be like, oh, it's overly broad. We can't narrow it down to what you actually want. So, I mean, essentially, I've gotten my whole case file. I mean, it was like 500 some pages, like when I got it, but it was, I mean, they had to give it to me. There was no reason why they couldn't give it to me.
So how do you get your case record? That's what Erica wants to know.
I mean, essentially, like I said, you just send the request to the. So if you look in your state, I know that like CPS, because I didn't actually get mine from CPS. I actually got mine from the court, because that's the only one I cared about realistically, because that's the record that, they go by. So I just went ahead and got mine from the court, and I just went to the clerk of court and I went to the clerk of court. I emailed them a request for records and had a detailed description, like I said, a detailed description of what all I wanted. I mean, there was like 26 things, because the wording realistically matters. Every word matters. I mean, you could put documents, because if they're documents, records, I mean, it can be metadata. There's so many things that they call it, that if you don't specify, they won't give it to you, or they'll claim they don't have it.
Well, I sent a demand letter, right?
Oh yeah.
I sent a demand
letter. Well, essentially,
letter.
yeah, it's a demand letter.
I said in mine, I want internal notes, I want internal emails, I want side notes, I want all communications between everybody involved in this case. I want the CPS time and date the report was made. I wanted everything.
Erica, where's
Erica? If you want to get with me, right? I can actually help you get that.
Yeah, nail her,
or at least compose a records request.
This one's for Chris Naylor.
Oh.
He's here, and he wants to know, what state are you in, Erica?
Florida born, truth sworn, tyrants in the crosshairs. We coming for you.
There is a New Jersey
laws. Street justice.
I love playing that for him when he comes on. I love it. I love that tune.
I know.
Obviously,
like
we know you like playing that.
He wants to know, where are you, Erica? And did you see that CPS Deadpool right there? There he is. He's in the house. Did you see what was said here? That apparently we got our round table. We got our round table in effect, and it's backed by some heavy hitters.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Right here. Yep. She says it right here. Boom.
Do you have to name everything? Yeah, essentially you have to, I mean, it's like I said, it's got to be a detailed list. Like if you, like I said, if you get with me, I can give you what I got. And I mean, I got the whole file. I mean, when I say whole file, I got it's anal retentive on what you specify. Like Tiff said, like the internal logs, like the case notes, like the judge's bench notes. Like you're entitled to all that. And some people don't know those words specifically, so they don't ask for them, but they can be essential to what you need to prove.
Right. And in my daughter's case, I knew that there were recordings too. I said, I want
Mm-hmm.
all the recordings. Even though we
Yep.
had them, I
Yep.
wanted them to produce them too.
Yeah. I mean, and when like essentially like back in February 2024 when we had our case, like that audio recording of that hearing is nowhere to be found. They
Imagine that.
documented that. They put that in writing. That is a
Mm.
big no.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know Virginia's
Yeah.
not a court of record, so we can't say that for Virginia, but we are and in Ohio. And when they told me that there was no audio recording, they couldn't do a like how would I be able to appeal that?
Exactly.
And I was telling somebody the other day about that, and they were like, "Did you get that on transcript?" I said, "No, I have it." I said, "No, but I have the records request where they told me that they don't have it." And I said, "That's signed by the clerk of court and time stamped." He was like, "Oh my gosh." She's like, "They don't have it." And I'm like, "Nope."
And by the time you really get to your court records, I've had parents come back and tell me stuff like you, Becca, that was supposed to be in that court file wasn't in that court file. Stuff
Hmm.
that was in their file was in a court file that wasn't supposed to be in a court file.
Hmm.
So you got, yeah, yeah, you got to do all of that. Literally,
So,
you have to be proactive in your own case.
Yep.
Period.
so unfortunately, CPS wins with the family separation again in Michael Ryland's case. His wife left and moved to Alabama and left him in Savannah, Georgia. So they've split up now because of the case too.
That's
So Michael
fucking
Ryland
horrible.
Yep.
I mean,
Sorry
and
about
people
that.
need to get with the IAJ too, because I don't know if anybody's aware, but the United States no longer has anybody for oversight over human rights anymore. So that is a big problem since Trump defunded the UN. That was one of the things that the UN did. Like they have treaties that they signed into, but we're not even honoring them. And that is a big problem because nobody has oversight on human rights violations anymore. And the IAJ website is essentially they've made a which is the international it's the International Justice for Human Rights and Justice. They essentially you can put in your complaint for things that like have happened, so that way that the UN can bring charges against the state or against the government, because that's the only way they can is if they are violating human rights, and that's the only way we the people can get some action done because of the fact that they are violating our rights. And we have it all documented, we have all of the information, and the UN and all these other treaty countries can do this against the United States and get something done for us, which is
Michael
huge.
Ryland said, check this out. Look at this. This is some bull. The judge did it. He said we couldn't get our kids back unless we separated. And that's horse shit. That's absolute horse shit. Man.
I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, that sucks. It really sucks. He's a good dude too, Michael Ryland is. Man, I cannot believe that they can do this. You know, I cannot believe that they can do this stuff.
Erica, you can file a subpoena for CPS records. You absolutely can go to court and file for their records under subpoena. Yes, you can. They're going to file a motion to quash, but yes, you can. And you tell the judge why you need those records, because I had CPS do that to me one time. I subpoenaed their records. Their little attorney was in there. Motion to quash. The judge said, Miss Fairfax at the time. Do you need those records? I said, yes. She said, hand them over.
I mean, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this connection here? Erica says that they're still trying to break apart their family too. That's right, Lewis. Marital privilege. We just talked about this, right?
Yes.
Right, of course.
Yes.
But they're winning. They're winning in this aspect. You know, they said Michael Ryland says, "Oh, Josie, hey Josie." Michael Ryland says that the judge specifically said that no matter what y'all do, y'all won't get y'all's kids back unless you separate. I'll give them to the mom. So at least in this case, if this is true, Michael, at least they get to go back to the mom. You know, you got to give it to that. At least the kids will come home. That sucks, and hopefully something can be worked out. So at least there's that. Josie Belleville, our girl from Canada, she's in here tonight. What's up, Josie? She's kicking ass in Canada. She's someone that you should talk to about the IAJ stuff.
Who is it? You cut out for some reason.
Yeah,
I think somebody's
Josie
at my
Belleville.
door.
Oh Lord. See, you're scared to death of your door now. You know, and that's ridiculous.
Aren't we all?
No, because if they walked up my driveway and passed 4 posted no trespassing signs, the sheriff's department will be coming to arrest some people tonight. So let me go check.
Oh Lord. Josie, do you want to come in for a second and give us, we got a few minutes left, not very many few, but do you want to come in and give us an update on what you guys are doing?
Who did you tell me to get with, Darren?
Josie. She's in Canada. She's got a bunch of good things going on up in Canada. So I'm sure
in Canada they do have that. So
right, that's what I'm
saying. For the IAJ.
So I can get you in touch with her. And she used to be on the shows with me back in the day. We used to have Josie Mondays. And she does want to come in. Cool. I'm gonna bring her in. I'll send you that on your I'll send you a link on your messenger, Josie. We'll get her in here and she can come and tell us what's going on in Canada and what she's doing. She's a rock star. I mean, this is a rock star grandma right here. She they've put her in prison down in Canada for fighting for her grandkids, for fighting for other people's kids. I mean, they're trying to do everything that they can. I mean, she was in the army. They wanted to vaccinate her and she refused that, and that's what started all of the retaliation on everything. It was crazy. But yes,
you can actually do those. Naylor, you can actually do a subpoena deuce. What is that? Deuces tecum. How do you say that, Darren?
You were doing just a fine job, Becca. You did just fine.
Okay.
So one of the kids was knocking on the wall, and the dog thought somebody was at the door.
So while we're waiting for Josie, so that's great. So we've got our roundtable commenced for the 5647 bill. So that's cool. We got that, Tiff, with the heavy hitters there. Bringing everybody together. That's the plan. All right, everybody here. You know what? I feel so bad because we don't have a song for Josie, but we need one. But here she is, everybody. Miss Josie Belleville in the house. Hey, Josie, how are you?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Well, we're hanging in here.
Oh my
doing
God.
what we can do.
I don't even know the last time I talked to you. It's been forever.
You were going to jail, or they were trying to put you in jail again.
Oh well, there's nothing new then, because on September 4th I go back.
No, for what now?
Now it's a breach. A year ago I got arrested for breach of probation. Okay, so now it's still my breach of probation. It's been a year. I go back on September 4th, but this time I said, we're not doing this in French. We're going to do this in English. So it's only a date so that we can prepare the date for English court. But then they have to use all the paperwork and they have to translate everything.
Oh, how nice.
What's going on with your organization, Josie?
It's almost been a year too. So in October, we're
Mm-hmm.
working on our 1 year anniversary right now. It's going
Yeah.
really well, but financing a big zero. So it's all like
Yep.
free and, benevolo.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I've been doing. So I'm working like a crazy woman, like 60 hours a week. I'm always constantly talking, but we're having very, very great victories. And everything that I've learned in the past year, because this is like a learning curve, right? Like I'm learning, seeing different situations, seeing different places in Quebec. Um, I've noticed that all CPS agencies, the big problem, I think that what I see in my field, like where I live, and you guys can tell me if you guys see the same thing, but it's that there's no agency that works the same. So there's
Nope.
no clear like there's no protocol all across the board. So like when I don't know if they want to do the plan, like I don't know what your terms are in French and English, right? So say they want to do the plan d'intervention, which is like this is what we're going to do. Well, it can be done one way in one city, a different way in a different city, a different way in
Yeah, it's
different
that way
city.
here. It's like in a county, but ours is on county basis. Is like we have those memorandum of understandings, which essentially gets their protocol on how they act, but it's county based here. So like within the
Right.
state, one state has like 88 counties or whatever. It's based on whatever county you're in. So yeah,
Yeah.
they don't follow a real set protocol.
So that's the big problem because like since I work with different places, I'm starting to know like the ins and the outs, right? And oh, how much time, blah blah blah. But it's hard to be like, well, I got proof of this to the courthouse if you're only basing on proof. And what I found out, where I'm helpful with my organization, is that I'm like a neutral person in the file with the
Mm-hmm.
CPS and the parents. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
there to be a neutral person, and I take notes. So a lot of like, I'll give you an example. A lot of people call me and they're like, Jose, you need to help me with my file because there's a whole bunch of lies and there's lies and I got all the lies and I got all the lies, and my story is complicated and it's always the same story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's
Yep.
complicated, and then they're like, I got lies, but they want me to read their whole document. I'm sorry, one,
No,
I don't have time,
not
and
doing
you
it.
want me to read pa- papers that you are telling me it's full of lies. So unfortunately,
Right.
I don't have time to waste. Sorry, I'm not going to read your file. I
Right.
am going
Right.
to be with you starting today when I open your file, and I am going to document and be the social worker just like the social workers, and I am going to be with you at every meeting. I'm going to help you find the resources. I'm going to blah blah blah. So I become the real person that helps the parents because
So you're doing what the CPS's job is
yes.
versus what they do.
Yes. So and
Do you
now
have
and
people helping you yet?
yeah, well, I'm basically doing it all by myself. Like I got a team that they do other stuff like social media and like we're all good at something. So being a
Yeah.
good leader is knowing what everybody's good at, and I'm good at helping
Mm-hmm.
people and listening to them and and at the beginning CPS, cuz I'm a really loud mouth, okay? So people knew me from TikTok, okay? And at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
CPS didn't like me to be there and they tried to, like,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't want me there. But
Yep.
now, since it's been 9 months of me doing 60 hours, like, I don't do necessarily 60 hours, maybe 30 hours a week with CPS and the parents, like in the meetings. Now they're actually giving me, they're telling parents to call me. So now I'm getting referrals from
That's
the
cool.
inside of the referrals of the inside because people are starting to see that I'm not just
You're
a
not
pain in their
biased.
ass. I am there to help
Hmm.
them because a parent who's going through this and like wondering what the hell is going on,
Hmm.
I become the
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 mediator.
sticker, the mediator. Yeah, so all their questions and stuff they tell me, and then every month when they have their meeting, because they have to have a meeting every 28 days, then we write the questions, we make it, and then we make sure that it's done. The parents, one, they feel safer, they're calmer. The social workers are calmer because there's some, they speak nicer because there's someone watching them. The
Everybody's
parents
feeling
speak
heard.
nice. Exactly. So it like just the fact that I'm just there, not even talking, makes that
Mhm.
huge ass of a difference. And I write. So the next month, like the next meeting, I'm like, okay, the social worker was supposed to look at that. These are going to be our first questions. And then we'll
Hmm.
continue on to see what's going on, So like it's clear,
Mhm.
I think that's
There's
my
Right, there's
clear
no
secret.
gray lines, right?
understanding rather than,
Yeah.
confusion, which is
So,
constantly what these cases are.
And it's not about the
how many
laws and
kids?
numbers and blah blah blah, and like I'm not like that's not my thing. Like I'm really there to help the parents get
Hmm.
the kids back and the reunification of the family. That's my
Hmm.
goal.
Yeah.
How many families, Josie? How many have you saved?
Well, right now, with the Manteau Rouge, we've almost had like 550 cases in 9 months. 550 cases. But to be real, some people call me once. They they might not
Hmm.
like the way I talk to them. They never call back.
Right.
They tell me their story, I listen to them, and then after I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna need the last judgment, and you call me back when you get the next meeting with the social worker. And some never call me back, and
Hmm.
I'm like I don't have time to
Mm-mm.
babysit them and call them back. So the file is open. Once they need me, they'll be open, but I don't call them back. Respectfully expect them to respect me, and like if they want me, they'll call me. If they don't. It's up to them. Like there's no pushing. That's why it's free. There's no expectations. I
Hmm.
don't feel that I'm obligated. If I feel like their line, there's something, it's like, they won't call me back. Some people tell me their story, but they never want me to go see how, because what's important is that I need to see what kind of
Hmm.
lens the social worker sees them as.
Hmm.
And if I
Yep.
don't see the lens that they see them as, then I don't get the full picture, you
Nope.
know? So
You have to look at it
so
from
yeah,
everybody's perspective, and essentially, when they don't allow you to do that, well, that makes you biased, and you're one sided. You're only seeing
exactly.
one side of the story, and people
Exactly.
constantly will be like that with me. They're like they want to tell me their story, and I'm like, I've gotten to the point where it's like I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I mean, I don't like your specifics. Like this has been so normalized for like people like us that because we hear this all the time because it's
Hmm.
the same story all the time, and it's like like I can't. I mean, we all know this. We all know that this is happening. Nobody's
Right.
case is special. It's, and people just don't. People are like, no, my case is gonna. It's like, no, it's not. This is normal. Like it shouldn't be normal, but it's been normalized
Yeah,
essentially.
exactly. Exactly. Or some people like, once I get to talk, I'm gonna go to the news, and it's like, buddy, I did
It's
that.
not gonna
I
work.
tried it. Like, stop. You're not
Yeah,
special. I tell them all the time. And
yeah.
exactly. They don't like it. Well, it's just
No,
too
they don't.
bad. Like, yeah. But
I'm the
but
same way. I'm
what
like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it to hurt to save your feelings, but you're not special. Like you're the only governmental agency I know that doesn't discriminate is CPS. Like legit. It
yes,
doesn't matter if you
yes,
have money,
exactly.
if you're poor.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. But like but in the 9 months that we've been doing it, there's a lot that I've seen success stories, and I've seen stories where I was like, man, I can't even do anything anymore. Like
Yeah,
I
you're at the
get
point
parents
where
sometimes will call me and they'll be like, okay, court date is next week. I'm
it,
sorry, I can't do
Mm.
anything. I'm booked for the next month, and like one week. I
Yeah.
haven't even gotten their perspective on you. I can't do anything, and I feel bad. That's like
Yeah.
that's me because I want to help everybody, but I'm like
They wait till the
realistically,
last
you
minute.
called me too late. I'm
That, and they wait
sorry.
till the last minute because they're not doing their due diligence like
Oh,
we talk about. They're not doing that. And it's like, don't wait till the last minute to try and reach out to these people. They have more, it's more than just you. I mean, everybody sees all these families that are having these issues. Why would you wait to the last minute? You think that people that are helping people don't have a list of people that want help? Like, come
Mm,
on now, guys. Like, be smart about it.
I know.
Josie, how is your little granddaughter?
She's good. I had her last weekend for the whole weekend because now it's like now she's out of CPS and stuff, and so now I'm like I want her once a month, one weekend every month, so I get so Friday night until Monday morning, and that's like I
Oh,
it's
nice.
perfect. That
That's
makes my
awesome.
grandma heart okay. I don't need it. And then sometimes if they need me during like once in a while during the month, fine. But like I just want her for like the 3 days of sleepover.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You have
She
nothing
must be
but
getting
devoted
big,
time
huh?
to her.
What is she, 3? She's 3 now?
She's three and a
Is she
half.
3 now?
Yeah.
3.5? Yeah, getting big.
And you know what
That's
happened
great. That's
this
so good.
week? We had a birth alert,
Oh, no way. Where did you?
right? Guess
So
where?
what do you guys do when that
The
happens? When that
exact
happens, what do
same
you do?
the exact same hospital as my daughter.
Oh, really?
Exact.
They must have loved to see you come in.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the fourth birth alert this summer that I've had. I've managed.
So birth alerts when they call up and
It's
they're having a baby and they say come get him,
yeah,
right?
at the hospital. So this one that just happened, the birth alert, I have it in confirmation. The birth alert was made the day before the baby was even born.
Oh, good Christ.
So they were coming no matter
No
what.
matter what. And then
Now,
when
what do you do when you get what do you do when they get the birth alerts? What do you guys do?
well, this was one that she already kind of knew because she was doing this program like my daughter, Olo Ola. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yep.
like same thing, XDPG.
Mm-hmm.
So she fit the
The
administration
criteria.
checklist, yeah.
Yep.
So we were waiting for it to happen, and then she called me, and I was like, when the minute they come into your room, you call me, you FaceTime me, and that's what she did. She FaceTimed me, and then the lady was like, and then the
It's like
mom
drop dead.
the mom had the phone, and then the social worker came in and she goes, nope, 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 you cannot have Madame Belleville here. She is not allowed to be here.
Well, why not?
Even before I even announced who I was, she saw me and she's like, nope, nope, nope.
Josie kicks their
They
ass.
have
Eh,
they literally probably have you posted
oh,
on
oh
their
yeah, oh,
at their office,
Oh, of
like,
course. Yeah,
be aware.
look her up, man. Look her up.
yeah,
She's a badass woman right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's a woman that Canada
They're the
doesn't like
ones.
to mess.
They're the ones that's in my breach of
She's like the Tiff of
probation.
Canada.
Do you know about the IAJ?
Right.
IHA,
Yep.
no.
That's awesome.
What's that?
So like in Canada, and like, so the UN, the United States, essentially took their funding from the UN, from the Paris Treaty. I guess there's a Paris Treaty where the UN and everybody would do violation of human rights. Well,
Mm.
the United States has taken their funding away from the UN last year. Well, they essentially the United States right now has no oversight on human rights violations. So what the IAJ does is they take the complaints of all these people who are having their human rights violated,
What's
and
it called?
the IAJ,
I
IAJ.institute, I believe it is their website.
I I H A
J is in
A.
Jordan.
So India Alpha Juliet
Yes.
Yep.
dot
.institute, I believe.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, you'll have to look it up. But they take complaints, and then they essentially, because like, I guess it's in the Constitution that nobody can bring redress. I mean, nobody can like bring redress for human rights violations against them, except for one, like nobody within the United States can do this. it's how I've comprehended it. That you can't essentially get the government, like you can't sue the government for these human rights violations, essentially. Well, the only person that can is an outside source, like the other countries can. But they have to have so many violations in order for them to the rapporteur to actually look at it and see that there's a systemic problem within, in order to get those and be able to sue, essentially.
So is
the
it
United
kind of
States.
like Amnesty?
I believe so.
Amnesty International? I've heard of Amnesty International that do
Yeah, I think
human rights
it's
things.
called different somewhere else, but like since the United States doesn't technically have one, that's what it is for the United States. It's called IAJ, and they get with the United Nations and all them, and they all get together with the rapporteur, and they all talk, and they have all these complaints and stuff. It's like 190 countries, I guess.
Oh
It's
yeah,
crazy.
and nobody heard of them, and they don't do anything except for other countries.
Well, no, they're doing they are doing the United States now.
Okay.
So they have
So
the rapporteur.
Amnesty International. So yes, Josie, you're right. Amnesty International is because Amnesty International USA monitors and advocates for human rights for everyone in the United States and abroad. So yeah, it's the same thing.
But the IAJ is essentially taking complaints to be able to. I know that they've done the like they've had like Supreme Court of the amicus curiae, I guess it is. Is that what it is? Amicus curiae for like Supreme Court opinions. Like they filed in the Supreme Court, and they've gotten like big issues like litigated in the Supreme Court for these human rights violations. Because I mean, essentially, that's what they're all doing. I mean, we have no oversight. There is no oversight for the United States.
No,
Right.
they're not here either.
Yeah, no, and they're essentially like, "Hey, you're violating human rights. Hello, guys, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
But check out that website because you can put in your own complaints and your own thing. Like they have our website on there.
Yeah, but here we have so many here. That's all they tell us to do. Do a complaint. Do a complaint. Oh, that complaint, go up higher. Go up higher. Go up higher. And then eventually you stop at the ombudsman and then there's nobody up higher. So you can't even complain about the hospitals or CPS because there's nobody higher than the higher.
But that's what the IAJ is doing, is that they're making it that they are the one that is technically holding these like you said, like the like the ombudsman, and you can't take it any higher. Well, that's the higher is the IAJ. So that way they can take this, they can take it to the rapporteur and have him be like, oh wow, this is a systemic problem. These people are losing their children, their rights, whatever, in order to just be a family.
How can I make my TV bigger? Because you guys are like so small.
You're on your phone, aren't you?
Yes.
I know, we look like little microchips.
I gotta jump off here because my littles are ready for bed.
All right.
Night night, Tiff.
Yeah. So keep up the good work, girl. You sound like me. And I love that shit. I love it. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, hey Josie, I keep trying to pull up. You might get a little bigger now because Tiff's gonna jump off the screen. But are you am I spelling this right? Is it www.lesmateauxrouges.org?
MAN.
MAN. Okay, that's where the problem is.
Jeez, Darren, everybody trying to go to that website and you're over here spelling it wrong.
Well, I am too, so that's the problem. MAN.
.org.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the .org. He got that part right.
Oh, okay.
There we go. All right. Well, yeah, because I wanted to show everybody they can order your red shirts and your red. Are you getting people to buy your gear, Josie? Are people buying your stuff?
Nobody's buying anything.
No, of course not.
It's so hard, isn't it?
It's sad.
But you know what? It needs, everybody that's watching this, buy Josie's stuff. I'm going to pull up her website right here. It's so crazy how so many people want to help. And then so many people, when you're trying to give them the tools to help,
they want to spend $10,000 on Jessica Saxton.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know who that is.
You don't want to. Stay in your lane. You'll be all right.
Yeah. LUGES.
She's a grifter.
Let me see. I'm gonna pull up your site.
Essentially, these advocates are getting money for, stuff that.
I know. I'm just like, what about me, man? Can I get money?
Yeah,
Please,
right?
someone, anybody? We're at like 30 business grants that we've asked for this year. And they've zero, nothing came in. Not even like a $5,000 grant for like furniture or something. Nothing.
No.
It's crazy.
And I spent hours trying to build up a business plan and and like that's not my job. I didn't even know how to do a business proposal. And like I keep trying. For stereotypes. Okay, like then you have to redo something that you can do with stereotypes, and then
It's
this
horrible.
and then man, it's a whole other job. And I would need someone to work for me. I would need a grant to get someone to hire just to do grants.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's a mess. Like they literally. I mean, they're just all there to take everybody down. They're like, oh, we're just gonna make it so hard, the process so hard that nobody essentially can manage it on their own.
But I did 30. But some of them were actually nice. They're like, we like your project, but you haven't been open for a year. So they need us to be open for a year. So this is coming soon. We're getting there to the year.
Maybe.
Right?
So then next year you tell them, well, you told me the 1 year.
Exactly.
So now my 1 year's up. So let's go. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Josie, why is it not coming out? It's LESMANEAUX.
Wait a minute. Let me write it down. MANTEAUX.
Is there LES at the beginning?
LES, yeah.
Okay, www.lesmaneauX.
Wait a minute. MANTEAUX.
All right. And then ROUGES.
Yes.
Reds, what's that? What is that? What's that word? That's Rouges.
It's called the Red Coats.
The Red Coats. Okay. I was trying to figure out what the other one was. I knew what Rouges was.
Do the www.theredcoats.org. It should be what go.
I can just put that in there?
Yeah, it should.
Oh, Jesus, Tracy. So I'm over here trying to. No, just let me do that.
I bet you it's because you're in the United States.
Can you send me a link? Can you send me a link to my messenger of your website, and then I can just take your link?
Yeah. Hold on.
ATEAUX. Oh, are you saying that they might not open up because it's in the United States?
But maybe, I don't know.
I know because I've had your website open before for us. Yeah, because it's not letting me do it.
Okay.
That's weird.
I bet you.
All right, let's see if.
Yeah, shadow band.
They said, "Oh no, you're not getting those two back together. You're not going to allow that to happen."
She's gone. She must accidentally exited out.
There we go. I got it right here. Boom. Got her. All right, cool. So here's her website. There she is.
She's back in, Darren. You'll have to bring her back on.
I sent it to you, but I lost it. It dropped my phone, so I don't know.
I got it too. We got it right here.
Did it work?
Yep, I got it. Pull it up right here. Share. There we go. There it is. There's Josie's site right here.
Yeah, and it says be careful because due to high demands, I cannot take any more clients. That's where I'm at.
Is that what that says? That's awesome. That's so great.
So you click on it and it should come back to normal.
Right, go here.
So I have a waiting list now.
Yep. Oh wow, that's awesome, Josie. Good for you. That's great. Where's your apparel? I know you have some.
Yeah, in the menu part.
Where's the menu? Right. Oh wait, look at what I can do.
Darren, why don't you translate it? I was about to say.
The red coats.
There we go. There we are. Perfect. All right, your menu is right here. Right here. Boutique, right?
Yeah.
There's her stuff. That's awesome. I love it. I love those red coats. These are great. So you guys buy her stuff.
How much is it? How much is what is that? Is that cash or is that Canadian or is that
Canadian?
American?
Yes.
Okay.
Canadian.
What is the exchange rate for American dollar right now, Josie? Is it pretty even?
I have no clue.
Right. We used to go.
You guys' money is worth more than us for sure.
Right.
Oh, it's like Mexico.
We used to find places that was like 30%. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what it is now.
So like a hoodie for you guys would probably be like $50.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to get one of these.
But
yep. Next time I talk to you, Josie, I'll have one of these. Your apparel on. Oh yeah, I love it. So yeah, check her out. I'll put the link up now, guys. That I got it right. Let me put that up for you guys so you can have the right one.
Yeah, no, nobody buys anything. I'm just like, and you know what? The worst part is people tell me, why don't you have merch? And I'm like, because it costs inventory, and I don't have time to.
How much is that sweatshirt, Darren?
Doing money, it's like
$50.
They're like, we can get it so much lower. I know, but like you still need money to buy all the sweaters, and then you have to go ship them. I don't have time.
Yeah, so like we have like I know one thing said it was like $59.95 in Canadian, but that's only like $43.04 in our money.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, it's cheap, so buy it from her, guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because the rate is one.
All right, Josie. Well, we're gonna wrap it up.
All right.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Josie, for coming on. It's so good to talk to you. If you want to hang out and chat for a second, hang out and while we end the show.
Okay.
And then if you don't, then I'll talk to you when I talk to you. It's your call. So if I see you in the back, I'll see you in the back.
Okay.
All right, Josie. All right, guys, we're out of here. Thanks, Becca, for coming in for Becca Tuesdays. And we'll be back same time, same place tomorrow, guys. Until then, we're going to do, well, you know I'm going to do it. Have a good night, everybody.
Stepping up with that Deadpool disguise, mask on tight, camera rolling, all that in the lies. CPS cash for kids, schemes under welfare skies, badges flashing, guns blazing, hot and hot codes and statues, suppressing the people, tearing families to fragments daily. They rip rights from my arsenal code and calculated constitution bleeding while the corporations celebrate. He feels the villains in the courtroom, in the street, First Amendment hammer knocking them off their feet. Florida fire burning in his veins like kerosene, exposing the machine, keeping it raw and mean. No more kid trafficking dressed up as protection. America's auditor, bringing street justice resurrection. We do the law, no more fake laws. Street justice rising, breaking tyrants' jaws. Rights getting stripped from our arsenal every day. Stand tall, fight back, take it all away. Land of the free, home of the brave, no more chains. CPS Deadpool leading the charge through the flames. Good old boys united, corporation falling down. Real law coming, hear that southern rebel sound. Hiding behind desks with their iron in their lives, twisting the statutes while the free man dies. From Florida back roads to the Capitol halls, nail on the hunt, answering freedom's cause. Corporate United States turning kids into profit, sealing fates in the system, can't stop it, or can we? Auditors here with the lens and the creed. We the people waking up, planting that freedom seed. No more codes and fake laws, twisting the foundation. Common law rising, ending the damnation. Watching villains in uniform scatter when the spotlight hits. Street justice serve hot, no mercy, no quit. Florida thunder rolling, quest for the truth untamed. Renegade reckoning, put the tyrants to shame. They fear the camera, they fear the raw exposed. America's rights, our shield, our blade, our way. What we gotta do? Film it all, stand your ground, audit every office, burn their corruption down, restore the republic, strip the corporate veil, good old boys and patriots, let freedom prevail. From the swamps to the mountains, every town and hall, CPS, Deadpool, answering the freedom call. We do the law, no more fake laws, street justice rising, breaking tyrants' jaws, rights getting stripped from our arsenal every day. Stand tall, fight back, take it all away. Land of the free, home of the brave, no more change. CPS, Deadpool leading the charge through the flames. Good old boys united, corporation falling down. Real law coming, hear the southern rebel sound. Deadpool out of the southern wrecking the call. Street justice forever. We do the law. For the show, for the show, for the fight, Florida to the nation. Chris Naylor, rebel style, pure liberation.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?